So I hope y'all in the future world enjoyed that little spiel. So I'm going to continue right away. Okay. I guess I have to admit I don't actually know that much about humans either. Other than you are all pretty soft and mild-mannered and seem to be friendlier and think killing totally sucks. I really have no clue what it means to grow up as a human, though. But I do know what it means to grow up as a troll and what's expected of us. What does it mean? When a troll comes of age, you better believe it means they're going to start killing. It's what we do as a race. We are very effective conquerors, and as such, we practically dominate our galaxy. Or used to. The ones that don't learn to be ruthless, they're better off dead. And the reality is, it won't be long until they are. That's just life for us. That sounds terrible. I would like to be culturally sensitive, but I wish it didn't have to be like that for you guys. I've started to really like you guys. Well, thanks, John. That's nice of you to say. But let's face it, it doesn't fucking matter anymore since our whole race was wiped out. Maybe for the best when you think about it. But at least Paradox Space gave us some purpose before wiping us out, right? At least we got the chance to create you guys and all those twinkly stars you used to look up at. Yeah, that's true. So, because we got that chance, it means we'll never actually get to come of age and enter troll society and see if we've got what it takes. But that doesn't mean we stop growing up. I think the game knows it's always going to be played by kids, and it always rigs it so they enter right around the cusp of sexual maturity, whatever the race is. Which kind of makes sense, since if they succeed, they've got to live their whole lives. Well, they've got their whole lives ahead of them to do whatever the hell they're going to do in their universe, like start repopulating and whatnot. That means the game also knows it's got to deal with all these damn kids who are coming of age while playing it. I really think how successfully they mature is tied to success in the game. It challenges the players in all the ways they need to be challenged to grow, which is different for every individual, and very different for every race. I don't think we were so hot at that aspect of the game. In fact, I'm sure we were quite awful. Hell, even I wasn't that great at it. I actually just kind of fell ass backwards into the god tier, to be honest. Yeah, me too. But what really gets me is this didn't even occur to me until just now, while I was just sitting around thinking about it. It was so obvious. What? That was why the game split us up into two teams. It knew as we came of age we'd probably start killing each other. So it just provided the stage. Red team versus blue. It was so simple. All we had to do was what we were naturally inclined to. It might have worked out better for us. I don't really see how you guys killing each other would help you play the game better. Yeah, you'd think that would be counterproductive. But then again, maybe not. If we really did take the team thing seriously and started killing each other, maybe it would have meant more god tiers? Maybe all of us would have made it? Damn, can you imagine? We would have breezed through the game even faster, killing the king without a sweat. Maybe even claimed the reward before Jack even showed up? Or if he did, maybe we could have beaten him then and there instead of scurrying off like cowards. In retrospect, we failed this so spectacularly I am amazed and kind of ashamed. It turned out the only one of us with the guts to kill someone was already dead. And boy, did I have it coming. Dead? Yes, she was a ghost, and then became a robot. Then she became 1,000 robots. Then Jack killed them all but one. Then she blew up. Oh, and she also had that exact bizarre laptop you're using right now. How weird is that? Gosh, your team is so crazy. Not crazy enough, apparently. Actually, this is probably Kharka's fault. How? When it came down to it, he was probably too good a leader. He actually did manage to get the two teams to work together toward the same goal. It could have easily deteriorated into a feud otherwise. It was just so loud and annoying and obsessed with leadership. He wouldn't shut up. So it was just easier to go along with his plans. Huh. Yeah, I can see how that could be true. He sure kept us working together, but in the end, I think we paid for it. It wasn't natural. Pretty fitting, really, since he's a kind of a freak himself. He's not even on the hemo spectrum, the weirdo. I really doubt he would have handled it as a leader if the shit ever hit the whirling device. He likes to pretend he's all vicious and bloodthirsty, but I know he ain't got that in him. I have a sense for these things. He'd be so pissed if he heard me say this, but I think he'd cut it better as a human than a troll. You probably mean that as an insult, but I think it is a nice compliment. But I won't tell him you said it. And that's the basis of an AU I have. Poor Kharka. Message, Kharka? Gallus Calibrator, GC, began trolling carcinogeneticist, CG. Kharka, more bad news. Carcinogeneticist CG did not receive message from Gallows Calibrator GC. It says you didn't get my message. You didn't block me or anything, did you? Where are you? Did you see the message that Gamzee sent? Although I've been taking it, like, I've been trying to figure out what they mean by the whole, like, ceased pestering and ceased trolling. I'm assuming that means they closed the window. I don't know. Where are you? I lost my glasses, but I'm back at the computer lab and there is no one here. Except for another murder victim. She got Pfeffery this time, and maybe Kania too, I don't know. Do you know about this yet? If you get this, please be careful, Kharka, wherever you are. I'm afraid Vriska has finally gone completely out of control. Do not try to engage her, she is too dangerous. She is now my responsibility. Only I know how to deal with her. Warn everyone else to stay away too if you can. Why won't anyone respond? What the hell is going on here? Sign. God damn, how am I going to go about this? I guess I can't put it off for much longer. Why can't you answer? I could really use someone to talk to about it. Oh well. Just don't let her drink your blood. It's all mine, remember? Examine equipment. Celexa is stirring. You reflect on your prior experience as the team's ectobiologist. It seemed like you were doing something so important at the time. Finally, everything made sense. This was why you were here. But what was the point? You were all clearly going to die the most pointless deaths possible. Everything you believed about your destiny was meaningless. You wish you never pushed those buttons and hatched your team out of all this goddamn slime. You were no ectobiologist. If only there was some other title more befitting of the true discipline you practice, and death sentence given to whatever you do the service of creating. You can't think of one, though. And what about the other 12 regulars you spawned? Who were they? Probably further proof that this is all meaningless and random. Could it be that they were the true heroes meant to be sent back to play this game while your team was a superfluous crop? Could a mistake have been made during the reckoning? Or just maybe she was right about them all along. Not that it makes any difference now. Something is stirring behind you. Something unconscious and toothless. Wake up. I actually really like that gif. Spit out a mouthful of teeth. Now Solix looks like 2D though, because he's only really missing his front teeth. So, what about Jack? What about him? Are you still planning on killing him? That would be a constructive way to use your killer troll instincts, even by human standards. It is much better than killing your friends. Yeah, you're right. And to tell the truth, part of the reason I wanted to kill him was to protect them. It's not just about glory, you know. Because if I don't do it, then who will? Well, we have a plan to defeat him too, so there's that. Yes, I know about your plan. I guess 2 plans are better than 1, right? Yeah. So, will you go fight him then? Man, I don't know anymore. It's one reason I'm freaking out about this. About feeling bad about a simple, perfectly justifiable killing. If I can handle that, doesn't it mean I'm not as strong as I thought? What hope do I have against Jack if that's the case? For whatever it's worth coming from a human, feeling remorse doesn't make you weak. I bet you're still really strong. But then, I'm not sure if I actually want to encourage you to go off fighting him. Because as strong as you probably are, it sounds like he is really strong. And even though you killed tons of people, I think it would be pretty sad if you died. Aw. So maybe you should just let us handle it? At least we won't fight him directly. I don't know. Even though I'm conflicted, it still feels like something I have to do. I admit, I'm pretty scared thinking about it. Not of him necessarily, but of the fact that I apparently don't know myself as well as I believed. What if I'm not as lucky as I thought? What if I do not, in fact, have all of the luck? Well, maybe you don't? All of the luck sounds like an awful lot of luck to have. Exactly! But then, if there's no chance of catching a bad break, then taking a risk doesn't qualify as bravery, does it? It isn't even a risk by definition! So if this is going to mean anything, I guess I just have to find the strength from somewhere to go through with it. More than just the fakey strength that comes from turning a blind eye to all your flaws. You know what I mean? What? Oh, it's pretty. You know how I said I couldn't relate to the attachment you have for your guardians? Yes? Well, I guess that isn't completely true. There are adult trolls who we can relate to, if we choose to, and if we are lucky enough to discover who they are. But it is not really in a familial sense, at least not socially speaking, the way you understand family. They are more like figures of legend who are said to have more in common with us genetically than any other troll. We can never meet them, of course, only look up to them and follow in their footsteps because they died centuries ago. Like ancestors? Yeah, we are each supposed to have one, and if you believe the lore about it, your destiny will be tied to theirs. You will find clues pointing to them and who they were, but you will only notice them if your eyes are open. You can then choose to take the life they left for you, and if you do, they will always be looking out for you and guide you in finishing what they started. Wow, that is kind of neat. So, do you believe? I don't have to believe. I'm completely certain it is true, and I know who mine is. I have been doing my best to honor her legacy for most of my life. I even named my role-playing character after her. She gained all the levels. All of them? All of them. How did she know she was the one? Little Vriska. It was before I ever started gaming or rounding up other kids to feed my Lucis. I was nearing the age when I would be expected to feed her, and she was starting to get so big that she would have to crawl out of the cavern soon, no longer able to feast on stray wigglers she caught in her web. It was kind of an intense symbiotic thing, a particularly demanding Lucis-troll relationship, and only really strong kids are able to handle her. So of course I was terrified of the responsibility looming. I really didn't think I would make it. I was sure I'd fail, and my Lucis would either get angry at me, or she'd just die and then I'd be culled. But then I saw a shooting star one evening. I tracked it down where it landed and found a chest with my sign on it. A sign is an insignia we must wear, specific to our class. Each class has a huge alphabet of signs, so when someone shares yours, you know you have a lot in common. I was so excited to see it. What was in the chest? It was her journal. She documented all of her amazing adventures as she sailed around the world, commanding a notoriously deadly fleet of gamblignants. It was so thrilling to read it. It really felt like she wrote it just for me, like she was talking right to me and telling me how to be like her. She even left notes on where she buried treasure and stuff, which I followed later when I started RPing. I found her dice that way, and so many other great things. Learning about her gave me the strength and confidence to do what I had to do. That is a pretty exciting story. So then, your great-great-great-grandnana or some such was kind of a troll pirate? Pirate? Yeah! And that's not all. Not that I really needed it proved to me that she was my ancestor, but that's exactly what happened while playing this game. It turned out that in addition to creating us all in the ectobiology lab, Kharka created our ancestors too. But he never believed in any of that, and just thought they were random extra wigglers serving no purpose, the stubborn jackass. The more common bloods are less inclined to give a shit about that kind of stuff, legends and traditions and all that. Those in the upper classes like me put more stock in it, and rightly so. Now that you mention it, it really sounds like our situations are not so different. I created our guardians in the lab too, along with the four of us. And when you think about it, I never even knew my Nana. She died before I was born. Or, before I created myself and sent baby me back in time, I mean. So really, she is my ancestor too. Someone I am connected to genetically, but never knew. Oh yeah. Wow, I never thought about that. And even though I never knew her, she definitely helped me when I was growing up. I followed in her footsteps and became an incredible prankster. That is an admirable calling, John. Every bit as dignified as the path of the Marquise. I even had a book I learned a lot from too. The book was sort of a family tradition. It was written by an even older ancestor, my Nana's grandpa, who was only the most legendary prankster of all time. So as you can see, we have both benefited greatly from ancestral wisdom. Yeah, that's so awesome! I think it is nice to see that when you take a closer look, we have a lot more in common than we first thought. I agree. Oh man. What? I was just thinking about your life on Earth. You had it so easy. You don't have to go hunting for clues about your ancestors at all. There was a picture of her hanging right there on the wall of your hive. Yep. Also, her ashes were there too. I don't know why, but that is just so funny to me. Your lives are so simple and easy. It must be really nice being a human, even though you're also weak. But maybe it's okay to be weak if that's what's normal. Yeah, it is pretty great, actually. I highly recommend being a human. Oh. It's a really heartfelt conversation. Pastor Terzi? It's when Armageddon's TA began trolling Gallows Calibrator GC. Terzi? Finally! I was starting to think I was the last one of us alive. Have you seen Carcat? No, but I sure as hell heard him. What does that mean? And why are you typing like this? It's very odd. it means I'm blind now. And I guess I talk like this because KK knocked out my teeth like some sort of grub-fisted douche. Now he's flipping out. I'm attempting to talk like he is without the teeth. He is 2D though. Black eyes, no front teeth. Maybe a dent in his head from falling down the stairs. Damn it, Murdoch. I'm relieved you in here, okay. I was getting so worried, he wouldn't answer. Seems he wants to talk to you. But I was hoping to talk to you a bit first, hope you don't mind. I mean, I know he minds, but he could smooch my bloody gummy mouth right on the lips for all I care. I mean, lips. That's what I meant to say, now that I can. Lips, lips, lips. Wow, it feels so great to say that word. Okay, Celexa, we can talk. What is this about you being blind? I hope you don't find it insulting that I wanted to talk to you about it first. You just seem like the right one to talk to about it. I do not mind. How did it happen? It was Aradia. Got me with his fucking science stick, but it's my fault. I totally underestimated him. Oh no. Honestly, I'm okay with it though. I'm fine. I mean, aside from the part about not being able to see, goddamn squat. Celexa, do you know about Pfeffery? Yes. I'm sorry. Me too. But it's okay. I'm okay with that too. It's hard to explain how I'm feeling now. I just know she's happy and okay right now. Just like Aradia is. You are sure you're okay? Yeah. I feel better than I ever have, really. There's no more noise. I never realized how noisy it was. I can finally relax and hear my own thoughts without having to yell them, or actually just not have thoughts. That is a nice change of pace. That's good. What kind of noises were you hearing? Voices. Indiscriminate, indecipherable voices, all talking at once. Voices of the soon-to-be dead. They've been getting louder lately, and I just figured they were all ours. I tune them out kind of like I pretty much always do, but now that they're gone, the difference is huge. I mean, wow. Maybe since they're gone, it means we won't have to die anymore? I can't figure out how to voice him properly, because the thing is, without having your front teeth, sure, he wouldn't lisp, but there's certain words, like, if you focus on the words you're saying and where your tongue goes, T, D, anything like this, he wouldn't be able to do that properly because there's no spot for the tip of his tongue to rest against his front teeth, which is how we form, I think it's fricatives? I was never really good at linguistics. But it has to do with pronunciation. So I'm basically talking like I have a cotton ball where my front teeth are. And hitting, like, the gums before my teeth instead of my teeth themselves. It makes me sound kind of nasal, but it's true. Poke. I hope you're right. So, since I guess I have to learn to be blind now, do you have any tips for me? I mean, tips. Tips. Wait, no, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, I have plenty of tips. It may take time, though. It took me plenty of time to get used to. Also, I may not be as good a teacher as I had, since I am not a magical dragon.
That's okay. Happy to learn from you just being you.
Hooray! So where are you guys? I should come join you so we can stick together.
Fuck, I don't know. Blind, remember? Oh, that's KK.
Hang on.
What?
Something is going on here. I smell something in here. What? It smells brighter.
Brighter? Terracy? Are you there? Oh, shit, no. Resist great urge to play Bro's Xbox! As usual, you fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal in your quest for— oh, god damn it! You were making a play for that sick, nasty pack of deliriously mouth-watering Doritos, and this idiot got stuck in the pole again. Time to reset for the third time this hour. Reset? Someone is bothering you. Oh, it's little Dave. And he's playing. Answer? Playing the Xbox. Apocalypse Arisen, AA, began trolling turn to Godhead, TG.
Hello.
Hey.
I think it's absurd I never introduced myself to you in all the time I spent moping around the lab. Guess I wasn't in a very good mood. Hi, Dave. My name's Aradia.
Christ. You're a fan of one of my websites, aren't you? What asshole gave you my chum handle? Also, what was your favorite thing I did you liked? And what did you think was so great about it? Also, ASL? 6, a girl in a place very close to you. In fact, I can visit you right now if you would like. Oh, holy shit. Okay, you're a troll. Only trolls say they're 6. I don't know what's up with you and that dumb fake age. To be fair, it translates to the same age as you, which at the moment is 12, is it not? Makes no sense. Bye. Understanding disparities in the flow of time should be easy for us, for people like us, let alone understanding disparities in such pedestrian things as units. I am 6 sweeps old. 1 sweep is a little more than 2 years, you dummy. Cool story. Look, it is either the truth or I am just someone who is being a bit playful. What is the harm in that? Okay, so 2 equals 6. Awesome joke. Ha 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 ha. Or wait, maybe it was just a waste of time. You people think I'm made of this stuff. I know you aren't, but I am. What? Made of time, whereas you are the knight of the very same cosmic faculty. It would seem we have very little in common, Dave. When in fact we have very much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut off my phone now, see ya. Yes, that's definitely what you did the first time we had this conversation. So I'll wait patiently while you realize that it's not what you're going to do this time. What the fuck? Dave, describe to me why you're now incredulous, please. I remember this. I remember shutting off my phone and never talking to you again. But I'm still talking. What's going on? Of course you remember that. This is a memory. No, it's a dream. I'm asleep. Or am I? What's going on here? Come to the window. Why? Because I'm outside. P.S. Take a look. I don't see anything out there. That is because I'm not out there anymore. Turn around. Oh, what's up? Well, looks like you're a fairy. Yeah. That's cool. Huh. These aren't my shades anymore. John gave me the new ones for my birthday. I remember that. I wasn't wearing this shirt. It was this one. How did it get like that? Try to remember. I can't. Wait. I wasn't wearing this, actually. I was wearing this suit. No, wait. It was the black one. Are you sure? Yeah. And I was playing Esper. That's right. And then I went to sleep at some point, which is why I'm asleep now. But if I'm dreaming, then why am I not awake as my dream self? Why indeed? Shit, this wasn't the suit I was wearing. It was this ugly fucking rag. Yes, I think it looks pretty nice, but go on. And then I went to take a nap. Terzi said I'd reach God's ear. Or I guess show me why I wouldn't. Did it work? Is this part of the process somehow? No, sorry. So then, it's just a stupid, pointless dream. Not exactly. Wait. Oh yeah. I woke up, and then... Welp. So then, I'm dead. Yes. Then this isn't a memory or a dream at all. It's the afterlife? Yes and no. Yes and 2 no's. It is the afterlife. But what is happening now is taking place in a bubble which is accessible to the living through dreams under the right conditions. And it is also your memory. The entry point for any bubble is always a memory. Either a memory of the dead, or a memory of the living dreamer come to visit. But once you realize it is not just a memory, what happens next is up to you. Okay. What is actually going on over there? Is this some disturbing ghost hallucination? Should I start slapping myself or what? No, this actually did happen. I don't remember this. That's because it isn't your memory. This is Alpha Dave, the one who chose not to take the nap which led to your death. Fuck, lucky bastard. So then I guess Terzi tricked me. Did she? Didn't you ask for this? Would have been cool to know if picking one option would definitely kill me pointlessly, so yeah. But I guess I kept giving her shit about it, and I knew she was kind of crazy and morbid anyway, so whatever. Is Bro dead there? Evidently. Like in reality? Like that's a thing that really happened? Also, is reality still a thing that means something? Can that be a question on the table too? Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, it can be on the table, and yes, reality still means something. And yes, your guardian did die. Well, damn it. What did I do wrong? Aside from getting my ass killed in the most retarded way possible. Nothing. All is well and as it should be. What's he doing? Alpha me. What would you be doing there if you were him? I am him. Even better. I don't know. Would you be upset? Yeah, sorta. Then maybe what you are doing is grieving, in whatever way that comes naturally to you. Maybe. You were lucky to be able to. I could not for a long time. But now that I can again, I'm so relieved, because I've discovered there is no reason to grieve. Okay. Am I talking to someone there? Looks like it. Who? Who do you suspect you would be talking to in this situation? Probably Terezi, I guess. Maybe she's helping you through this. I don't know. Would she do that? You were helping her, weren't you? Was I? I think so. The living need each other's help, just like the dead do. Alpha Dave still has a long way to go. He's still not at ease with his mortality. But people like us have to be. We have to be prepared to die 1,000 deaths before our quest is complete. The master we serve demands it. So, I'm just one dead Dave offered up to the time god. Pretty much. What about the other dead Daves? They come here too, in their own bubbles. You may cross paths with them if you wish. I think I'm up to my neck in Dave already. Just being one. I know the feeling. Still doesn't seem right though. Why are you even here? Like, why are you showing me this? I'm not showing you, I'm just visiting your bubble. It projects your thoughts and memories, as well as other things relevant to you, much like the clouds do in Skya. But like, if I'm seeing this, shouldn't I be able to do something about it? Or stop it from happening, or, I don't know, like anything to keep helping my friends? What do I do? Nothing. None of this is your business anymore. It's time to move on. It's actually a really amazing version of the afterlife. Where are we now? Oh, look, this was my hive, before it was destroyed. Oh, so this is the troll planet? Pretty cool, not really what I pictured. What did you picture? I don't know, it's more subdued. Pictured a lot more mayhem, like a bunch of trolls flying around little grub pods, constantly screaming at each other through bullhorns shaped like buckets. That's very silly and a little perverse. But actually, that sounds like what it might have been like on some parts of the planet, so... Can we not go to those parts? I'll put in a good word with your bubble about it. Awesome. So what am I supposed to do now that I'm dead? What is, like, the primary activity here? The ghosts get their shit worked up over. Like, where are the fucking haunt-offs is that what I'm at? Where are the fucking haunt-offs at is what I'm asking. I don't know about haunt-offs, but there's plenty of time to satisfy various curiosities you might have about existence and whatnot. Boring. Is it? No, just kidding, that sounds cool. Oh, yes. What else? There are all sorts of friends to meet. Ones you already know and ones you don't. There's plenty of time for just about anything. Lots and lots of time. Enough time to understand that time isn't much of anything at all. It isn't. Time is like a game. Just one fun game in reality's cupboard which is full of them. It's the one we are the best at, while other people are better at other games. But when all the games are back in the cupboard, everyone is about the same. Games are fun, but sometimes you don't realize how much fun you were having until they're all over. And sometimes you look back and realize for some stupid reason you weren't having any fun at all. Then you laugh. Huh. I bet you meant laugh a whole lot less shitty than that. That laugh will suffice. Hey, want to see inside my hive? Yeah, sure. Well, how about later? Not that doesn't sound cool, but kind of just want to go home. And I guess chill for a while, because I guess it was all a bit too much. If that's okay, and I guess also possible. It's quite possible, and more than okay. If I ever, if there's an afterlife, and I die, and it's this, I'll feel a lot better. That was really, really amazing.